Hello guys, welcome back to a new tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a 3D logo in Cinema 4D like this one here. Because last time I did the last tutorial I did 3D text and I said that if we get 15 likes we'll do a 3D logo. So here we are, we're doing a 3D logo tutorial. Okay, so let's get started. So now you want to start in Illustrator because this is how we get the paths, which are these paths. So yeah, we have to start in Illustrator. Okay, so now what you want to do is we've got our image here. So this isn't a Illustrator file, but we're going to make it into a vector so that we can do it so we can edit it in Cinema 4D and all that kind of stuff. So if you got the normal image file, just go to image trace. If there is a faint color, like in my logo I've got like a really faint white here, what you're going to need to do is go to click on arrow next to image trace and go to 3 colors, because if you just did a normal image trace then it won't count, it'll just make that white and you won't be able to see it. Okay, so now what you want to do is go to expand while selecting this, and now you've got all these lines around. So now you want to select, double click the outer bit so that you can just delete the background. So now we've only got each individual layer, we haven't got a background on it. So yeah, each of these lines is going to be a spline in Cinema 4D, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to save it. So just go to normal save as, and I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Okay, it needs to be an AI file, so just bear that in mind. Doesn't matter what you call it. And now the version must be Illustrator 3 because that is the only file type. Well, I don't know if it's the only file type, but it is the file type that Cinema 4D can read to make 3D objects. Again, say just a warning saying that saving an older file format. Just press OK. Okay, so now that's saved. You want to go into Cinema 4D. And again, this Lightroom will be in the description. It was in the description of my 3D text tutorial, so it'll be there again. And what you want to do is you can go to File, Merge Objects, and just go to our file that we just saved. So BazAI is right there, and it should be somewhere there. You just need to find it. So just zoom out and just put it in the center of your lights. So now we've basically got our splines of our logo, and yeah, now we can make it 3D. So what we're going to do is you want to click and hold on this green box with the grey outlines and just go to extrude. So this is basically called an extrude NURBS. And now what you want to do is you want to go to your folder. Well, it's not really a folder, but you want to go to here where it has all your paths in for your logo. Select them all and then just drag them into your extrude. Okay. So as you can see, only one of them is highlighted. That's because we've got multiple paths in one extrude NURBS. So what you want to do is you want to click on the extrude NURBS and just go to object and make sure it's hierarchical. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, to be honest. Just check it. So now all of them will be 3D. Or you could just do one extrude NURBS for each and every path, but yeah, this way is a lot simpler. Okay, so now it's basically the same as what we did for our 3D text. It's going to change the movement, so we'll do about 80, and what that does is that changes the depth of the logo, so we can change it to 50. You can see it changing there. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's go back to the front, and as you can see, it is now 3D. But now I'm going to show you how to do the colors, and I'll show you some positioning, the same positioning that I showed you in the 3D text tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, we've got all these materials here. It comes with the Lightroom pack, and yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the glossy black, and we're just going to put it onto it just by clicking and dragging it onto the object. And now what we're going to do is we're going to Control C, Control V, and press yes. So we basically just copied and pasted it, so now we've got 2 of the same thing. Okay, so with the second one we're going to make the thickness about 40. Oh, not 400, but yeah, we'll do 40. And then we go to caps, we go to fillet cap on the start and the end. It will change it to about 3, the radius to about 3 on both of the fillet caps. Okay, so now we've done that, we've basically added a ridge to the logo. As you can see, there's a little ridge here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's centered of the other logo, because it's not as thick, so we should be able to center it just by using the arrows, so making sure it's centered. Okay, so now you can see it is in the center of the logo, and that adds a nice ridge effect. And yeah, we're actually going to change the color of that now. So basically what this does is it makes the insides a different color to the outsides. So now we've done that, we've just dragged the red onto the inside extrude NURBS, and I'm just going to render it out, and we're going to see how it looks. Okay, it looks pretty good. It's pretty hard to see because the background is black. But yeah, you can see that there's a red outline on a black forefront, and the back would also be black. So now I'm going to show you how to do some cool positioning with it. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to highlight both the extrude knobs, and just press on the two spheres in the corner. So now what this did is basically made each part its own layer, if you can call it a layer. And now what we can do is you can select both path 5s, which is the Z, and we can actually rotate it, which is right here. Just rotate it. Okay, as you can see, that is now rotated. So yeah, you can basically do that with all the letters. Just play around with it, see what looks good. So you can see that it kind of the top of the Z goes behind the A, and the bottom still remains there. So yeah, it looks pretty good. And to render this, all you need to do is go to the render settings icon, which is the cog with the movie clip thing. Go to save, and then we choose our destination. We can just save it to our desktop. So we just save it Baz 3D logo, and then go to the middle one to render. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a like if you did and found it helpful, and yeah, I'll see you in my next tutorial.